What's up, boy? It's your boy George Boy and Brooks. You find me on Facebook or subscribe to my YouTube channel at George Boy and Somebody Top Club. Real quick, I just want to give my opinion on and my thought on this whole thing about why white people only embrace black people when it's something negative. And I have said this over and over before. We have to understand the psyche of white people, and they have been told all their lives that they are the saviors and they're the ones who brought civilization to society and they are the heroes. But that's a false reality. The problem they have with black people is that we crush their false reality because we put a dent in their stories that none of that shit is true. So what happens is they create this propaganda to portray black people in the most negative enlightenment, in every sense that they could. Whenever you turn on the TV, there's always some type of negative images about black people, and even in Hollywood. They feed themselves these negative images about black people. Black people in the hood, black people down and out, black people violent and robbing, stealing and killing and stuff like that. And the truth of the matter is, that every race does that. That's just what it is. But they have made it in their minds that it's something about black people. We're just prone to criminality. Something about us is we're just inherently criminal minded, and that's really a projection of themselves because they have to make themselves feel good. Because if a white person, right, their ancestors raped, robbed, murdered, did all these things, right? These things, they don't like talking about these things because they're offensive. That's why they don't want them taught in school. It's offensive. So they create this propaganda machine to make black people the face of criminality in every sense that we get. And that's why everything about black people, Charlie Kirk, everything about black people is some type of dysfunction. It's all they talk about. And the average black person is not a criminal. The average black person is not down and out. There's a level of dysfunctionality in every community, white, black, especially in the white community. But in the white community, white people, if you come across this video, you don't have a balance to your criminality. You don't have none. Within the black community, there's a balance. Because we still have the Muhammad Ali's, Spike Lee's, the Tyler Perry's, Michelle Obama's. We have prominent but successful, positive figures. White people, you don't have that. That's why Batman, Superman, and all these fucking hero movies with white people, right? Their heroes are made up. You don't have any heroes. Your ancestors were degenerates, all of them. Lincoln, a degenerate. George Washington, a degenerate. Thomas Jefferson, a degenerate. All your ancestors were degenerates, all of them. So you have to make yourself feel good. So by making yourself feel good, you convince yourself, tell yourself that black people are the ones that's fighting. Black people are the ones that's up to no good. When historically speaking, you have never been up to no good. You raped everywhere you went. You robbed everywhere you went. You did all these things in society. And you create this propaganda to tell yourself that it's black people who are the bad ones. And then all of this is backfiring on fucking you because your children that y'all so worried about black people. Charlie Kirk, perfect example. Talked all this shit how black people, the day before he died, he was on TV, on Fox News, lying, saying that black people are the most violent and they just out to kill white people. And then the next day, he got killed by a white person. Donald Trump was attempted to be assassinated by a white person 3 times. You keep worrying about black people you don't live around, you don't be around. Most of your perspective is what you see on the internet. Nick Fuentes grew up in Chicago, a nice area in Chicago. Nick Fuentes, have you ever come across this video? If you ever come across this video, you can't even name 10 black people from incidents, from personal experience and negativity that you had with any of them. You're lying. You go on the internet and you look for that stuff. You didn't grow up around black people. Y'all look for that stuff. He can't probably name any incidents personally. And it was a white person that tried to kill him. And most likely something was to happen to him. I bet you 9 times out of 10 it's going to be by a white person. And then Fred says, you scared of white people. Because you talking about some, they're going to kill you, the right-wing crowd is going to kill you. All this shit you talking about black people, shut the fuck up. Y'all stupid. You white people, you're so obsessed about black people, but most of you died from each other at 88%. These negative images that you see, these are not, this is not a totality. It's the internet. When you put something onto the internet, it goes, it stays there. It's fine where everybody gets to see it. It's not, the average black person is not walking around with their pants off their ass. You could get on a cruise ship with black people. It's going, no one's going to hurt and harm. You're not going to see everybody running around. That cruise ship that they had those black people on, they're still talking about that. And nothing actually happened. They was on a cruise ship chilling. It was just majority of the black people there. They was tripping out. The white people go on alert when there's a bunch of black people who does nothing to them. Why is that? Why are white people so scared of black people? Because it's a guilty conscience. That's natural. It's natural for a white person to feel guilty. They can't get out of it. Because their ancestors have done all these bad things. So they can't stop thinking that black people want revenge. Black people are going to do something. Black people are going to take revenge for everything that they have done. That's all they think about. The propaganda that you have out, it's not working. But it's not working. Because the thing is, you create all these negative things about black people, right? But then within your community, your sons is getting guns, shooting up the school. Every other day we hear about a white person, not even a school. It's many public places. What about Chicago? Well, what about Tyler? You're so worried about black people. It's destroying you. It's backfiring on you. It's literally backfiring on you. Everything about black people was some type of lowest common denominator. That we all thugs and we all up to no good. You want to believe those. You want to believe in these things. And then you got black people out here who's tap dancing, Andre Williams, Anton Daniels, but white people. You use these black people as tokens. You hide behind them to hide your racism. They can say what you can't say without being racist. Oh, I'm not racist because it's a black person that agrees. But they're token black people. See, the thing is, you're so desperate, right? They don't listen to any black person. If you notice, right? Most of the black people who they listen to, like Candace Owens, is very unintelligent. They embrace black people from a negative perspective, and they listen to black people who are not too intelligent. Andre Williams is not intelligent. Anton Daniels is not intelligent. The Cartier family, they're not intelligent. These are black people who understand that they can say what the white people can't say without being called racist. And they can show all these things about black people all the time and say they're not racist. They just want black people to do better. Because if white people did what they were doing, they would be considered racist. So white people use them to do their bidding. That's why most of you like Andre Williams. Most of Andre Williams' followers are racist. He knows that. He understands that. Same thing with Carmen JC. Same thing with any black person. All these black content creators on the internet who claim to be claim to be black conservatives, they're not really black conservatives. They're not conservative what? Black people, you have no business being conservatives. Their exclusives, the Democratic Party, Democratic Plantation, they both do the same thing. They're the same shit. Both of you just the Democrats and Republicans, even all these liberals and stuff like that, they all the same shit. Same thing. So, you're not really flexing, you're not really doing anything. But y'all tell yourselves that, you know, for me. But if you disagree with them, like, they would call me a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Like, no, I'm not, bro. I actually voted for Donald Trump last election. Like, and I can prove it. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, these people is to me, it's just, at this point, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And hey, fuck it. You know what it is? Fuck it, white people. Worry about black people all the time. Because it's not going to stop your own problems. That white people, y'all act like y'all shit don't stink. So, hey, fine. Worry about black people. That's not going to stop the pedophilia in your community. That's rampant. That's not going to stop the domestic violence in your community. It's not going to stop the biker gangs from shooting each other all the fucking time. It's not going to stop. So you so worry about black people. It's backfiring on you. That's going to be the detriment of white people. Because you keep worrying about black people all the time. That's all just bring up something about white people or stat for them or something about them. Watch they resort to, what about black people? That's their kind of argument for everything. What about black people? That's all they know. That's all they know. No matter what facts or stats is given, is what about black people? Because they sit at home all day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, watching the fucking the program of the TV, just poison, and all they think about is black people. That's all they think about. And that's the truth. So you want to comment? I'm out.